So it seems to be my thing. Hang on.
Guys, lay down.
Sorry. The puppies were sleeping so soundly until I started talking, and then they were pulling the blanket. I didn't want to have blankie on the floor. So it seems to be my thing lately that I come on to record a podcast episode when I am in an in-between phase. And today is no exception. In addition to being a prosperity shaman for the Healers of Earth, I am also an animal healer, and I have been performing animal healing and communication, animal communication all my life and other lifetimes, even when I didn't really know that's what it was called. But as far as animal healing, like energy work for animals, probably since 2008 or so. It's being a very releasey day, and coughing is one of my physical symbols of release. So lay down, Baxter. Lay down, little guy. So recently I got a voicemail and a text from a woman who happens to live in the same state as me, who got my number from my shamanic teacher, the shaman who trained me in this lifetime, and who directed the woman to, or who recommended that the woman call me, because the woman needed someone to do shamanic healing for her horse. And I've done healings for dogs, cats, rabbits. Hang on one more second. Okay. But I've never, at least not in this lifetime, done healing work for such a large animal. And this horse is a really, really, really big horse too, really tall. And he needed help releasing and healing from some trauma that a human had, I don't know what the word is, had caused for the horse, the beautiful, beautiful horse. And so I performed yesterday afternoon. I performed a distance one-on-one healing for this gorgeous horse baby, and it was amazing. It was powerful. It was the kind of thing where after the healing, like, my body had so much energy that it was just buzzing and kind of like hard for me to do anything because I couldn't settle because so much energy had been channeling through me, around me, to the horse, through the horse, around the horse, to me. It was big. It was big, 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 big. And I burned a lot of sage here in this room where I performed the healing afterwards. And yeah, so like today it's just been, and if you've been following me for some time, or you've known me for a long time, you know that whereas years ago I used to have tons of chronic physical ailments, I went through a certain time and healed myself from all of those physical ailments. And now, if I ever experience a physical symptom, I address it right away, so I never get sick, quote unquote. And today I had this feeling, and it used to, back in the day when I would get sick or or I didn't know that I could, heal myself from that. I used to often get colds and sinus things during the changing of the seasons, because the barometer pressure would be different and my body would feel weird. And, and even going along with like fall, for instance, where I am, it would be a season of releasing. So my physical body would put itself into a state where I was, coughing, blowing my nose, all of that kind of jazz. And see, that part still happens, but I'd never feel sick. Today I was almost on the verge of feeling like what I remembered that feeling was, being on the verge of having a cold. And I realized, oh, wow, I think it is connected to yesterday's horse healing because of all of the energy that got jump-started from that. And the horse released so much and went into a state of serenity. And so I myself have been mirroring that. And whenever I think of like, what do I really want? Like, what's my one, if I had one desired goal, I always say it would be total relaxation. And this horse healing cracked me open wider than I even had been before to create that that heaven on earth of total relaxation for myself. Hence the weird symptom-y feeling today. So what I did was I made a pot of kind to animals, no chicken soup, my vegetarian, with chickpeas and noodles and garlic and onions and potatoes and carrots and all the herbs and olive oil and a little bouillon and salt, pepper, curry powder, and ginger. I wanted to get all the herbs and spices working for me in my body, in my upper respiratory, and my wherever I need the help from the earth. So I did that and been taking it pretty easy today. But I realized that coming on and just talking about it would help whatever's moving through me to move, really move. Because I was a little afraid, not afraid, but sort of like, oh no, the energy is moving, but it hasn't moved all the way through. What if it gets stuck? What if I, blah, 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 the mental chatter, right? And I know that that's not going to happen because I am the creator of my realm. and talking about it is actually getting the energy to flow through and outwards. And maybe some of you are going through some in-between stages as well, and you can relate. And and just know that the energy is moving, and you got this. You are the powerful creator of your life and business realm. And we pretty much rock, and that's pretty much all I have to say right now. For some reason, when I said that, I felt a little like Dolly Parton. I can just hear her saying that. You pretty much rock, and that's pretty much all I have to say right now. Till next time, goodbye. She does Dolly Parton better than I do, But all right, guys. So tell me what's been happening for you. I'd love to hear, and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye.